Today is 17th of June 2020. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Vaishnavas around, our study of Srimad Bhagavatam slowly and steadily is going on. So today we have Shloka 50 of chapter 5, Canto 3. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraet Nashprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuke 3.5.50 Tvam Naha Swaranam Asisanvayanam Kutast Adyaha Purusha Puranaha Tvam Deva Shakyam Gunakarmayo No Reta Suvajayam Kabim Madadejaham Tvam, your Lordship, Naha, of us, Suranam, of the demigod, Asi, you are, Swa-anvayanam, with different gradation, Kutastaha, one who is unchanged, Adyaha, without any superior, Purushaha, the founder person, Puranaha, the oldest, who has no other founder. Tvam, you, Deva, O Lord, Shakyam, unto the energy, Gunakarma, you know, unto the cause of the material modes of an activity. Rite, semen of birth. Tu, indeed, Ajayam, for begetting. Kavim, the total living entity. Adadhe, initiated. Ajaha, one who is unborn. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Om Ajnana-Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshmantam Enam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Supadantikam Bandeyam Sri Guru Shita Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vidatam Sajibam Sadhuitam Sabhadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagano Lalita Sri Vishakan Batam Cha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपति गोपी सह गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त गचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठापुत्रष्मय पताका स्वामिनित नामिने नमाचार्य पादाय नेताय कृपा प्रदाय गौरखदाय दामोदाय नगर ग्राम दाने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठापुत्रष्मय भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनित नामिने नमस्ते सत्यदेवी गौरवाणी परिचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशेदिताने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। त्वं न सुराणाम् असिसान्वयानाम् कूटस्थ आद्यः पुरुष पुराणः त्वं देव सख्यां गुणकर्मयो नो ऋते त्वजायां कविम् आदधे अजः। So, we are hearing the prayers of the demigods through the agency of Maitreya Rishi and by addressing it to Vidur Maharaj. So they are saying today, you are the original founder of all the demigod. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Anantarupam. Adhyam, Purana Purusha, Navayovanam cha. Vedesu Durlabham, Adurlabham, Atma Bhaktau, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamam Majami. So, Brahmaji's statement is being confirmed by the demigod with their own experience, with their own understanding, with their own swadhyaya, and with their self-realization. They say, you are the founder of all the demigods, and the orders of the different gradation. Now, everybody is not same. Like in a family, there's a husband and wife. As many children they may have, every one of them, they are unique in feature, in ideas, in their kinds of activities, their interest, their liking and disliking, everything is different. If it is within the family, then within the favor of Krishna, there is a different gradation of the living entity. Yet, you are the oldest and are unchanged. You are the same. They say, when you see a child after a gap of maybe let's say 1 or 2 years, you find the child has grown. If you see some young man after a year or 4 or 5 years, you find little changes. But if you see old man even after 10 years, you'll find the same old man. Same old man, because Adyam Purana Purusha. And the old person, though he is aging, but he looks alike. So you are unchanged. Oh Lord, you have no source or superior. You are the cause of all causes, and you have no cause. Though you have created the causes, actions and reaction of many things that happen in life, but you have no cause. Though at times you may play a role as Nataha, Natya Dharoitha, praised by Queen Kunti. Nataha, just simply by acting. So you have no source and superior. And you have impregnated the action and energy with the semen of the total living entities. Yet you are unborn. Now everything comes from him and everything goes in him, but the souls are not lost. You see? Let's say there are 5 people in the family, and if 2-3 people are sleeping, fast asleep, maybe 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours a day, you still count them, they are inhabitant of the house. You cannot say because they are semi-conscious or maybe unconscious, we don't count them. No, they are the member of the family. Similarly, every jiva, they are the part and parcel of the God. They may have different kind of bodies or the apartments and the clothes, but they are still conscious. Some are fully conscious in the form of chala, some are semi-conscious in terms of achala, and some are really unconscious in terms of jada prakriti. But he says, you impregnated them. And why they are saying it? Krishna says, aham bija pradapita. Pitahamase jagata. He says that. Remember? Mata dhata pitama. And that's why they are confirming. The statement that you made, my dear Lord, is our factual realization, self-realization that you are the one which you talked about. So you impregnate the external energy, the semen of the total living entity, whether they are at the moment conscious, semi-conscious or unconscious, but still they are active. They say even the stone, it has a soul in it. Why stone? In Hindi they say, Kan Kan Mein Bhagwan. Even every spark, even every smallest atom, there is Lord in it. So that's the beauty of the Lord, and they are confirming that you are the founder. You are the origin of this. Lord has also said in Bhagavatam 2.9.33, Ahameva sameva gre jnanyadyat sadasatparam pashyadaham yadi taccha yo avisheshate shohamyaham. Brahma, it is I, Krishna saying, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead, and after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. The material nature Vyakta, avyakta, vyakta, 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 vyakta is, and the rotation keeps going on. And Krishna says, I existed before. Or furthermore, in the next sloka, he says, Ritirtham yata pritiyeta na pritiyeta chatmani tad vidhyatmano mayam yatha bhasot yatha tamaha. O Brahma, whatever appear to be of any value, or if it is without relation of me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in the darkness. So, Krishna is confirming everything is me. And why saying it? Because it's the truth. So that's what they are confirming, the Devas. Now let us get into the purport of Srila Prabhupada. Today's small purport. The Lord, the original person, is the father of all other living entities, beginning from Brahma, the personality from whom all other living entities in different gradation of species are generated. Yet, the Supreme Father has no other father. Every one of the living entities of all grades up to Brahma, the original creator of the universe, is begotten by the Father. But he, the Lord, has no father. When he descends to the material plane, out of his causeless mercy, he accepts one of his great devotees as his father to keep pace with the rules of the material world. But since he is the Lord, he is always independent in choosing who will become his father. So though he accepts a mother and father, but many times there is no mother and father. We don't know Matsya which mother and father he had, or Kurma, or Varaha, or Lord Nrsimha. There are many incarnations of the God. He did not choose his mother and father. He just appeared. He can do that. But sometime in order to serve the religious principle, paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya duskritam, dharma sansthapanartha, shambhavam yuge yuge. So he chose the rules and regulations of the father and mother. He goes to school. He teaches the people. Because yadada acharita shrestha tattadeve tarojana. Sa pramanam yad kurute lokastad anuvartate. The Lord, when he was in Dwarika, with his all 16,108 queens, he would perform many ritualistic activities to teach the people in general that there are many obligations in life. So not doing anything is better to do this, to follow the Shastra. But then he also said, you become my devotee. And once you become a devotee, no rules, no regulation, everything is spontaneous. Serve the Lord, love him, help him as much as you can. Every one of the living entities of all grades, up to the Brahma, the original creator of the universe, is begotten by his father. But he, the Lord, has no father. When he descends to the material plane, out of his causeless mercy, he accepts one of the great devotees as his father to keep the pace with the rules of the material world. But since he is the Lord, he is always independent in choosing who will become his father. For example, the Lord came out of the pillar in the incarnation of Nrsimhadev, and by the Lord's causeless mercy, Ahilya came out of the stone by the touch of his lotus feet of his incarnation of the Lord Sri Ram. He is also the companion of every living entity as a super soul, but he is unchanged. The living entity changes his body in the material world, but even when the Lord is in the material world, he is ever changed. That is his prerogative. Like the soul we have, body may be changing, Our gross body may be changing, but subtle body does not change. And subtle body remains same so long it is in the material world. But the soul, unchanged, remains same. The characters of the soul in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita has nicely been depicted by Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, I don't want to really get into it. But like Krishna, our soul is all unchanged. We are here to fulfill the desire. Just become rebellious to the ideas of the Lord. Rebellious not in the sense that we have picked up the opinion. No. Rebellious of His instruction. Like so many times, the child, either son and daughter, if they come of the age of maybe 17, 18, they started dictating the terms. They started threatening the parents. I'll leave, I'll go. Mother will say, please don't go. And father will say, okay, go. You see? But in any of the circumstances, the parents will always love the child. Child may think that my mother, my father, they don't love me. Why? They are not giving me what I want. So their love is exchanged with a trade. The child love to the parents is a trade. And parents' love to the children is not a trade, it's a love. Sure love. In love means only to give. Don't expect anything. You may have your own experience when your children were small. When they would eat, you love them seeing eating. When they drink, you love them seeing drinking. If they enjoy, you love them seeing enjoying. Similarly, if we become a devotee of the Lord will love to see us to do our nitty-gritty devotional service, provided if we want to. But there are so many adamant children. They can't come in terms. They say, I leave, they leave. There is an anecdote that one boy from the rich family, very rich family, he fought with his parents, and he left. And then he became a big man, very big man in his life. So somebody asked him, sir, what was the formula that you became such a big man? And he said, it is just because of 10 rupee I had with me, 10 rupee. And everybody was, dumbstruck. 10 rupees, you become billionaire? We're like, yes, only 10 rupees. They say, how? He said, when I left my home and all my money was finished, only 10 rupees were left. And then I sent a telegram to my mother. Mother, please send me money, otherwise I'll die. And I put my address. My mother came, rescued me, and I took over my father's business. And I became a big man. So just because of 10 rupees. Why? Going back. If you go back to your roots, if there's a tree laden with the fruits, sometimes wind comes, the fruits might fall down, but not the tree. And why fruits fall down? Because the tree is in a position to regenerate again the fruits. As many benches and as many years. So long the root is intact. Similarly, if our root is intact in Krishna consciousness, we would always enjoy. If not this month, the next month. Not next month to next month. But we are certain to enjoy the remaining life, whatever we have got. So that's the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Finding the roots. Sometimes we give an example. If there is a wind is blowing and it's a dry leaf weighing maybe only 2 or 3 grams, if the leaf is stick to the trunk of the tree, this wind of 120 kilometers an hour cannot fly it off, cannot wither it out, because it has taken a shelter at the trunk of the tree. But even such a big trunk of the tree, out of the tree, the wind can blow it to the far distance. So we have to catch hold of our roots. And our roots is Krishna. Mare Krishna rakhe ke, Krishna mare ke. Conviction, huh? Conviction has to be there. And the whole problem of us is we have theoretical knowledge, absolute knowledge, absolute references, everything at absolute platform. But really we lack the Vijnana. Jnana Vijnana Sahitam, Krishna has explained, but we are only taking the Jnana part of it because that's very easy. Easy to read and easy to speak, easy to talk and practice. Well, I'm a bit tired today. Soon I will start. Not from tomorrow. Soon I will start. So let us develop that Vijnana. And then only, believe me, every one of us will enjoy. With all the odds, every problem that we have, we should not consider it as a failure. We should consider it as a part of success, because from this failure I have to learn something. I have to add something to my life. So any failure in devotee's life is an opportunity. Any odds in the life is opportunity. I admire Jayapataka Swami Gurudev Maharaj. Completely bedridden, cannot even walk properly, talk properly. But no, if I die, I'll die in the battlefield of preaching. Death is certain, but I'll die in the battlefield of preaching. That's what he learned from his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He said, I want to die as a soldier. I don't want to just retire and die. No. So any odds in our life, if we take an opportunity, and sometimes what happens? We are driven by others' opinion. You see, if suppose some of you don't praise me, I feel, oh my God, I don't know how is my class. But I don't know Yatma Suprasidati. If I am feeling ecstatic, if I'm feeling happy, I know I have to deliver the message. But no, because we don't have a self-confidence, we look for the opinion of others. How was the class? How was this? Did you like it? All these kind of things. So, any failure in life, it should be a stepping stone on the success. If yesterday I couldn't chant properly, let me do today. Let me do it right now. If you think all 16 rounds, maybe 10 rounds went bad, chant those 10 rounds again, if possible. Never become slackened. That's Krishna consciousness. Uttishta, Jagrita. The last paragraph of Srila Prabhupada. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 14.3, Mama yonir mahad brahma tasmin garbham dadhamyaham sambhaha sarvabhutanam yato bhavati bharata dadhamyaham. He said, I give. Nobody can claim. Nobody can claim. The total material substance called Brahman, Mahatattva or Prakriti, is the source of birth. And it is that Brahman that I impregnate, making possible the birth of all living beings, O son of Bharata. So he says, Dadame aham, I give. That's the point to be noted. The Lord impregnates the external or marginal energy, and thus the total living entities later come out in the different degradation, beginning from Brahma, the first demigod, down to the insignificant ant. All gradation of living entities are manifested by Brahma and the external energy. But the Lord is the original father of everyone. The relationship of every living being with the Supreme Lord is certainly one of the Son and the Father, and not one of the equality. Let us say you have a son and you have a brother, and brother takes him out and give him a nice suit, or if his daughter is there, nice dresses and everything. So by wearing that dress, by given uncle and aunt and whatever it is, she has not become their son. Son remains yours. So similarly, the Brahmaji giving the outer covering. Brahmaji can giving the form, not the Atma. Brahma cannot create Atma. Brahma is creating the form. And that too, 8.4 million species of forms. And in these forms, n number types of the bodies. Of course, a different feature. So Krishna is the original father. But these material energy and the Brahma, they are the secondary, they are only giving the ornaments. Dehino yasminitha dehe kaumaram yovanam jara tatha dehanta prapti dhirastatra namuhyati. Pasham se jirinani yatha vihaya navani grinahati naroparani. Tatha vihaya jirinani nanyani samnyati nanyani devi. I think I forgot one word. See? So by giving outer covering by Brahmaji or something like that, they don't own. Still the Atma is owned by Krishna. Na tvevaham jatunasam nadam neme janadhipa. Na chaiva na bhavishyama sarve bhayamatha param. Never there was a time that you never exist, nor I. Nor in future they cease to exist. Eternity is confirmed. But eternity is confirmed with the soul. Suffering is our destiny, our karma. It is up to me, it is up to you. It is all of us what we want to achieve, what kind of next body we want. Simply depend upon your mana. The good is in mana, bad is in mana. Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. This mana can elevate one, can degrade one. So we have to understand this. Prabhupada says, the relationship of every living being with the Supreme Lord is certainly one of the Son and the Father and not one of the equality. Sometimes in love, the Son is more than the Father, but the relationship of a Father and Son is one of the superior and the subordinate. Every living entity, however great he may be, even up to demigod like Brahma and Indra, is an externally subordinate servitor of the Supreme Father. The Mahatattva principle is generating source of all the modes of material nature, and the living entities take birth in the material world in bodies supplied by the mother material nature in terms of their previous work. The body is the gift of the material nature, but the soul is originally part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, as I was just mentioning. So that ends the translates the purport by Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada for Canto 3, Chapter 5, Text 50. Further, in the same sloka, the Krishna is saying, a lovely one, let's read this. Yatha mahanti bhutani bheteshu bhuteshu cheshvanu pravishtani pravishtani yatha teshu na teshvaham. O Brahma, please know that the universal elements enter into the cosmic and at the same time do not enter into the cosmos. Similarly, I myself also exist within everything created, and at the same time I am out of everything. So beautiful. Krishna being so very kind, giving us a lot of information, a lot of understanding, is up to us if we take it serious. And if we don't become serious now, over a period of time, everyone of us will become serious. So what kind of serious you want? Serious to know Krishna, and serious for existing in this particular life. The devotee is never fearful. Krishna Krishna Mahabaho Bhaktanam Abhayankara Tvamiya Kodayamananam Apapragosham Sritehe. Oh my dear Lord Krishna, you are the one who can install the fearlessness in the heart of the devotee. And the devotee will never panic. He is happy what he has, he is not lamenting. Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma na sochati na kankshati. Not lamenting. And the day we started lamenting other than the Krishna's beautification, Krishna's paraphernalia, or relating to Krishna, the day we started thinking of the self and the family and the society, then certainly we know that we are in the category of kami. And kamastaitha pratagyana. Any kami, any kind of kama, other than fulfilling the desire of Krishna, apratagyana, their knowledge is stolen. And they are doomed. They are misguided. They are captured by the Bairangi Sakti of the Krishna. So of course now with this I'll come to the end of my talk. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.